What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome to Collectors Gone Digital. My name is Josh, and on today's episode, we're going to be talking about the history of NFTs. I was watching one of the superstars videos, they started talking about it, and made me want to do an in-depth video. So we're going to be talking about the very beginning, moving into where we are now. Grab a drink, grab a snack, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So where did it all begin? Like everything, NFTs started as an idea. And that idea came from a project that was on the Bitcoin blockchain called Colored Coins back in 2012 to 2013. Now, each one of these coins were small denominations of Bitcoin, and they were marked to represent different assets, marked meaning different colors, hence the name. These assets would include precious metals, real estate, cars, shares of companies, things of that nature. However, limitations with Bitcoin's scripting language would make it difficult to develop NFTs further at the time. Now, the first ever NFT that would come from this happened in May of 2014, and it was created by a man named 𝗕𝗿𝗄𝗅. He called it Quantum, and it was minted on the Namecoin blockchain. Now, I'll toss some video on screen because the first ever NFT was animated, but it's a pixelated octagon that can change color like a frightened octopus. It's kind of trippy looking. Now, when it comes to the creator of this NFT, Mr. 𝗕𝗿𝗄𝗅, here are two quotes from him back when NFTs were popping off in 2020 and 2021. So he said, "I certainly thought it was going to be a big idea at the time," referring back to when he made the NFT in 2014. "7 years later, the world has taken notice, and that is gratifying. That said, we are still early in realizing the full possibilities of this form." I also thought I should include this one because I thought it was kind of funny, but he said, "For a while, I was thinking that Quantum should go into a collection at a museum like MoMA. I hope it flies like a giant flag above some maxi citadel in the metaverse." Now, the next stage in the development of NFTs had to do with a platform called Counterparty. This was a financial platform who built an open source internet protocol on the Bitcoin blockchain that allowed decentralized exchange and asset creation. So it pretty much gave people a way to create their own tradable currencies. This is what led to the first in-game NFT assets, pioneered and in partnership with a company called Spells of Genesis back in 2014. So moving on, the next big thing that has to do with NFTs actually has to do with memes. So memes entered the blockchain via the Counterparty platform, the platform we were just talking about. People began adding assets like rare Pepes, having to do with Pepe the Frog. So much so that by 2017, these rare Pepes were being traded, and there was even a rare Pepe auction. And I'm going to toss some footage of what sold at that auction. Guys, they got Slimer from Ghostbuster. They have a Michael Jordan Pepe. They thought of everything. Well, yeah, this was the next stage for NFTs. Now, the big breakthrough for digital assets really came with the development of Ethereum, which was launched back in 2017. This blockchain introduced smart contracts, which provided a flexible and a powerful framework for creating NFTs. This allowed developers to design complex applications, just like somebody creating an app for the App Store for Apple. To break down a smart contract for anyone who doesn't know, picture a physical contract on the blockchain in digital form. And the word smart has to do with the fact that they can execute automatically. So just like the terms you create in a physical contract, the parameters that you set in a smart contract can execute automatically. So it's kind of like having your own little computer app on the blockchain. The first notable project that would come from this, or at least the one that would capture the most attention, was Cryptokitties, and this happened 2 years later in 2017. So Cryptokitties was a blockchain-based game developed by 𝗕𝗿𝗏𝗍, a well-known name in the space. The game allowed players to purchase, breed, and sell unique digital cats. No two cats were alike, and ownership was recorded on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, I want to talk a bit about Eastern adoption here because I heard somebody in a space mention how digital ownership is nothing new in places like Asia, and they're right. So starting with Japan, the concept of digital ownership was already familiar. And this actually has to do with games like Pokemon and the trading card culture over there. Since 2015 and the development of Ethereum, The East has been hopping on the bandwagon heavily, with some of the most popular games over there being My Crypto Heroes and Crypto Spells. So My Crypto Heroes allows players to collect and train historical heroes, and then Crypto Spells is a game that mimics the trading card experience. Now over in China, NFTs were a hot topic as well, and they still are. In fact, despite them cracking down heavily on crypto, and I believe actually banning it, their response to NFTs has been the complete opposite. They are actively promoting digital ownership. So they have recognized the potential for innovation, and the popular names over there are going to be Raidu's Superchain and Tencent's. So that brings us to the 2020/21 market boom. So this marked the entry of major artists, musicians, and celebrities into the space, a lot who got bit in court afterwards. We also had high-profile sales, like Beeple's Every Day, the first 5,000 days, sold for a staggering 69 million. And then we also had platforms like OpenSea, Rarible, Foundation, who all became popular marketplaces for buying, selling, and trading NFTs. And I really can't put it better than a diagram that 𝗕𝗿𝗄𝗎 shared over on X. I'm going to link his profile down below. Make sure to follow him. He writes some high quality and entertaining blogs. I definitely recommend checking them out. I think he actually gave a little shout out to the channel on the last one as well, so appreciate that. What you guys are looking at on screen is the technology adoption curve and the chasm, or some people call it the crash. So you have your early market with your innovators and early adopters. Then you have the crash, speculation, loss of interest. There's a bunch of different factors there. But if a company can make it through this chasm, right, see the light on the other side, continue to innovate, and inspire their audience, then when the mainstream kind of starts to catch up, eyes are on them. So you guys can see here, you have your early majority, your late majority, and then those that lag behind, aka the skeptics or the lazy ones. Ladies and gents, that is going to conclude today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. That was my breakdown about the history of NFTs. But if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see in a future episode. And as for our next, I will catch you then.